Hello and welcome to Scratch Chemistry. So in this video we will cover one important name reaction, that is a Riemann-Tiemann reaction, which is related to phenol. Okay. So in Riemann-Tiemann reaction, basically what happens, phenol get converted into salicylaldehyde. Okay, in presence of chloroform and one base, that is sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, and followed by acid hydrolysis. So write this point in definition. So conversion of phenol starting material, phenol to salicylaldehyde in presence of chloroform CHCl3, chloroform bracket right, CHCl3 is known as chloroform, in aqueous sodium hydroxide, NaOH sodium hydroxide, this is base, and followed by acid hydrolysis. Means H plus water. You can use hydrochloric acid in water, okay, or 5% HCl also. So in this way phenol get converted into salicylaldehyde. This is the definition. Then what is the reaction? Write reaction here, RXN for reaction. Starting metal we have phenol. Okay, this is structure of phenol. Reagents, what are the reagents? Chloroform in aqueous sodium hydroxide, right? Chloroform above CHCl3 and aqueous sodium hydroxide. Okay, in the first step you will get sodium salt of one salt form, you will get salicylaldehyde. Okay, this is sodium salt of salicylaldehyde. In the second step, if you do workup for acid hydrolysis, right, acid hydrolysis or H plus water, right? In the second step acid hydrolysis, so H plus water or acid hydrolysis, right? You will get salicylaldehyde. Okay, salicylaldehyde OH, and here C double bond OH. Okay, this is salicylaldehyde. The name of this compound is salicylaldehyde. Okay, one aldehyde group is attached now to at ortho position of phenol. So this product also we can write in chemical name orthohydroxysalicylaldehyde. What? Or sorry, orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. Salicylaldehyde, orthohydroxy at ortho position. If this is the center, then this is ortho. Okay, orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. So you may ask one question, OH is a ortho-para-dielectric group, means it increases the electron density at ortho and para position. Okay, why it only give ortho product, not para product? Okay, the answer is it will give para product also, but the amount of para product is very less in amount. This is para product, para hydroxybenzaldehyde. Okay, this is para hydroxybenzaldehyde. You can also get para product, P product, but in less amount, that is 5%. If in the reaction, if you are getting 95% ortho product, you only get 5% of para product. Reason, there are basically two reasons which contribute towards the stability or high yield of ortho product. What is the reason? Two reason. First, number one reason, right? You can see here intramolecular hydrogen between this oxygen of aldehyde group and hydrogen of phenol. So because of this hydrogen bonding, ortho product forms in major amount. Okay, if in exam it is asked which product is major product formed in Riemann-Tiemann reaction, you should write orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, okay, not parahydroxybenzaldehyde. So first reason is hydrogen bonding. Second reason is inductive effect. Okay, all of you know inductive effect. As distance increases, inductive effect decreases. What means? If you go down towards the para position, this is ortho position near to the OH group, and this is para position far away from the OH group. Okay, the ortho position is near to the OH group. Okay, so this position, this ortho position have higher electron density than para position. Means higher electron density means high nucleophilicity. This carbon is high nucleophilic to the electrophile, that is why ortho product is stable product, because second reason is inductive. First reason hydrogen bonding, second reason inductive effect. Okay, all of you understood? So next important is mechanism. Write mechanism, give heading mechanism. In mechanism what happens? See, you are using chloroform and aqueous NaOH. So mechanism, write step 1. It passes through 7 steps. So write step 1. In step 1 there is formation of dichlorocarbene. Okay, write formation of dichlorocarbene. So all of you know about carbene. What is a carbene? Okay, carbene is a intermediate species like carbocation, carboanion, nitrene, benzene. Similarly, carbene is a intermediate species and it is very reactive. Why it is reactive? Reactive species. If you see the structure of carbene, it has a vacant p orbital over carbon atom. Okay, so this vacant p orbital can accept electron from different electron source like nucleophile. So here carbene will behave as a electrophile. Okay, so formation of dichlorocarbene. How dichlorocarbene forms? See, here you are using chloroform and sodium hydroxide. So if chloroform CH, first write sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Sodium hydroxide is a base. It will abstract hydrogen from chloroform, CH attached to 3Cl. Okay, the OH minus takes the hydrogen from chloroform and this bond moves over to carbon. What it forms now? It forms C, just see the main product, C, Cl, 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 and there is a negative charge and one lone pair of electron over sp2 orbital of carbon. Okay, so in the next step what will happen? In the next step, one of the chloride ion releases itself. Okay, chlorine minus ion is stable, satisfy octet rule. So one of the chloride ion releases Cl as Cl minus. Cl and this minus charge will be taken by this Cl atom to form what? C. Now one lone pair left, that is in sp2 orbital, and 2 Cl group now. Okay, and this Cl group, this lone pair is present in sp2 orbital of carbon. Which orbital? sp2 orbital, and it has also a vacant p orbital. Carbon has vacant p orbital. This is vacant p orbital. Vacant p orbital. This vacant orbital can accept electron from the different electron source, means nucleophile. So it behaves as a electrophile. Definitely electrophile receives electron from nucleophile. Okay, so this structure is known as what? Dichlorocarbene. 2 chloro, so dichlorocarbene. So formation of dichlorocarbene. Okay, so if in exam, different entrance examination, if it is asked what is the reactive species or what is the intermediate or what is the electrophile in remote ion reaction, what will be your answer? Your answer should be or must be dichlorocarbene. It is a intermediate also, carbene is a intermediate, it is a reactive species and also it is a electrophile. Okay, so this first step is important. All of you understand? Next come to step number 2. Look at this side. Step 2. In step 2 write addition of dichlorocarbene. The addition of resultant dichlorocarbene to phenol ring, right? Addition of dichlorocarbon, I am writing CCl2, addition of dichlorocarbon to phenol ring. This is like what? Electrophilic aromatic substitution. Phenol is a nucleophile, the benzene ring of phenol is a nucleophile, and CCl2 is a electrophile carbon. So write the mechanism here. Now we have phenol, okay, phenol OH and CCl2, 2 electron Cl, okay, and vacant p orbital. So resonance, this oxygen lone pair gives electron to the ring, and this bond gives electron to vacant orbital of carbon. What it will form? It will form CCl, okay, and lone pair over this carbon, and here double bond OH. As oxygen donates its electron pair, then positive charge over near to that oxygen, okay, this bond gives electron to carbon, then there is also a negative charge over this carbon atom, okay, one lone pair of electron and one negative charge also formed. In the third step, step 3, abstraction of proton means H plus ion from water. So you may ask, water from where water comes? Okay, you can see here you are using aqueous sodium hydroxide, okay, aqueous means water present in the reaction. So from that water the hydrogen or proton atom is lost. So how? See the mechanism. Now we have this starting material for step 3. This is double bond OH positive, and here CCl lone pair of electron, and here the negative charge, water HOH. This negative charge takes the hydrogen, and this bond moves over to oxygen. So in this way, what it forms? It forms double bond OH, CCl lone pair, and here carbon takes the hydrogen, so your extra hydrogen is CHCl2 type. In the next step, what happen? Write step 4. In step 4, what will happen? Here you can see one hydrogen carbon tetravalency, okay, this hydrogen, okay, this intermediate or this molecule is stable. Do you think? No, this is not stable. Reason? Because this is not aromatic now. This is not aromatic, obviously, and also another reason, the positive charge over oxygen is not stable. So what will happen? This hydrogen CH bond moves over to the ring, and this bond over to oxygen atom, okay. So write it here, and this step is known as loss of proton to restore aromaticity. Loss of proton to restore aromaticity. In your language you can write every step, okay. So now starting metal is this one for step 4. So this is double bond OH positive over, and here here you can write CHCl2, you can write CH, okay, CHCl2 in this way, right? So here this hydrogen moves over to the ring, CH bond, and this bond over to oxygen and makes it neutral. Also form an aromatic structure, again stable structure. Always a reaction tends towards stable product, CHCl2, okay, understand? So now step 5, what will happen in step 5? Look, 2 chloride ion here, and we have sodium hydroxide is present also. Sodium hydroxide, the hydroxide ion is nucleophilic in nature. It will replace the one of the chloride ion in the next step. So step 5 is chloride ion replace by hydroxide ion of NaOH, simple right, hydroxide ion by simple substitution reaction. Okay, so starting metal now we have this one, OH, CH, Cl, Cl. If sodium hydroxide, so sodium hydroxide OH minus and Na plus. Okay, if it will dissociate sodium hydroxide, here OH minus is a nucleophile, it will just attack to this carbon center and chlorine group releases chloride ion. So what it will form now? It will form as OH and C, one hydrogen and one chlorine atom as chloride ion is replaced by OH, OH and one chloride ion here. Okay, easy. And Cl minus which releases get bind to Na plus to form NaCl. Always charge balance takes place in chemical reaction in every step. Next step 6. Okay, in step 6 what will happen? In step 6 this proton will be taken by another mole of sodium hydroxide, means OH minus ion. Here in this step OH minus ion behaves as a base and takes the hydrogen. So see the, so write the step was loss of proton atom by hydroxide ion, Okay, so starting metal now this one, OH, CH, OH, Cl. Okay, sodium hydroxide OH minus Na plus. Okay, OH minus takes this hydrogen, this bond moves over to carbon oxygen single bond to form carbon oxygen double bond and chlorine chloride ion releases. Okay, so what is it forming now? It is forming like OH and here CH and C double bond O, and here chloride ion releases bind to it Na plus to form NaCl, and you can see OH minus takes the hydrogen to form water, OHH, water, charge balanced. Okay, this is the step 6. In step 6 we got our product. This is what? Salicylaldehyde or orthohydroxybenzyaldehyde in step 6. But we need one more step, that is step 7. Why? What may be present in the solution, that is sodium salt of salicylate O minus Na plus, and here C double bond OH. It may be present in your reaction base section. So to this, if you acid work up H plus water, the H plus will be taken by O minus to form OH. Okay, OH and COH. So in this way we got in both 6 and 7 step pure salicylaldehyde product in high yield. Okay, so step 7 you can write it as neutralization reaction, and this reaction, step 7 reaction, neutralization reaction also. Okay, if in the reaction mixture, if suppose you wrongly you have taken the excess amount of sodium hydroxide, so then at the last step it will be neutralized by acidic workup by 5% HCl or H plus water. That is why this step is known neutralization step. Okay, these are the 7 steps to get our product, that is salicylaldehyde or orthohydroxybenzyaldehyde. Okay, all of you understand? So just write the mechanism, take a screenshot in your mobile, it will be helpful to you to write all the mechanism very easily. Okay, look at this side. Next, write a point. If instead of, or if in place of chloroform CaCl3, if in place of chloroform CaCl3 we will take we will take CCl4 tetrachlorocarbon. Okay, if in place of CCl3 if you will take CCl4, then salicylic acid will form. What it will form? Salicylic acid. Salicylic acid will form. Okay, so how? Write the reaction to the phenol. This is phenol ring. If in place of CCl3 you will take tetrachlorocarbon in same aqueous sodium hydroxide, and in the second step H plus water. In the first step this is, in the second step H plus water means acid hydrolysis. You will get salicylic acid, not salicylaldehyde, salicylic acid, OH, here COOH. Okay, salicylic acid, just replace CCl3 by CCl4. So what is the mechanism? Here see the phenol ring, here ring OH in presence of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is a base, it will OH minus, it will takes this phenyl hydrogen to form phenoxide ion, O minus, and phenoxide ion is now more reactive than phenol. Okay, so in the next step what will happen? Here we have CCl4 tetrachlorocarbon, CCl. Okay, so this is electrophilic center and this aromatic ring is nucleophilic. So this negative charge moves over to the ring, this bond attack to carbon, one chloride ion releases or leaves. What it will form? It will form and here attached to carbon 3 chloride now. Okay, is it? In the next step what will happen? Here hydrogen, okay, hydrogen atom move to the ring to restore aromaticity. This step is tautomerization reaction, tautomerization step to restore aromaticity. So here loss of proton to restore aromaticity, OH. This is tautomerization reaction. Now write in the comment section what is the difference between tautomerization and resonance process. Okay, so in the next step what will happen? If 3 moles of sodium hydroxide, if you use 3 moles of sodium hydroxide, NaOH, how many moles of? 3 moles of sodium hydroxide. Before here also in sodium hydroxide we have used. Okay, now extra 3 moles of sodium hydroxide if you will use, what will happen? There are 3 chloride ions. Okay, 3 chloride ion will be replaced by 3 hydroxide ion of NaOH. Okay, through substitution, normal substitution reaction, substitution OH group will replace or substitute 3 Cl, 3 OH replace 3 Cl groups. Okay, how this? If one OH minus replace this, attack to this carbon, Cl releases another OH minus, attack to carbon, Cl releases another moles of sodium OH minus ion, attack to carbon, this Cl releases. In this way 3 chloride ion replaced by 3 hydroxide ion. How? See here, now 3 chloride replaced by 3 hydroxide, now 3 hydroxide ion. In the next step what will happen? In the next step, if you normally heat the reaction, okay, normally heat the reaction. Now why we are heating the reaction? OH group is not a good leaving group, so to proceed the reaction, so if this lone pair returns, the OH group releases OH minus. OH minus is not a better leaving group, that is why we are giving the heat to proceed the reaction. So what is forming now? Now it is forming OH. So here C double bond OH, oxygen donates electron, positive over oxygen, and OH, one OH group releases here. In the next step we are using H plus water. Okay, so from H plus water there will be OH minus, there will be from water, takes this hydrogen and this bond moves over to oxygen. Okay, what it will form? It will form now OH, C double bond O, OH. salicylic acid. Just mark 2 point. If you are using if you are using CCl4 in place of CaCl3, we are getting what? Salicylic acid. For getting salicylic acid, how many moles of sodium hydroxide we are using? If in exam it may ask how many moles of sodium hydroxide is used in forming salicylic acid from phenol by using CCl4. Okay, the answer will be here 3 moles of sodium hydroxide and here 1 mole of sodium hydroxide. How many moles of sodium hydroxide now? 4 moles of sodium hydroxide. How many moles? 4 moles. Okay, but I missed one point in this reaction, Raymer-Tiemann particular reaction. In chloroform and aqueous sodium hydroxide, if it is asked how many moles of sodium hydroxide is used in Raymer-Tiemann reaction by using chloroform as a reagent, the answer will be 3 moles of sodium hydroxide. See the mechanism, you will find 3 moles of sodium hydroxide. How many moles? 3 moles of sodium hydroxide. So one question from entrance corner. Okay, entrance question for IIT JAM or for any university entrance examination. Okay, if suppose this is the, look at this, this is OH phenol to phenol. If it is given in the first step chloroform CaCl3 chloroform and aqueous KOH, and in the second step H plus water, then what is the product? So by looking this you can understand that this reagents is used for Raymer-Tiemann reaction. So you confirm there will be an aldehyde group will be attached to any position. Sorry, this is not phenol. To phenol there is OMe group. What group? OMe, methoxy group. OMe. Okay, this is OMe group, methoxy group. Okay, so what will be the product? So options are, option A is like this, OH, OMe, and here CHO, here CHO at ortho to OH group. This is option A, and option B right this side, OH, CHO this side, then OMe here. This is option B. And in option C, if it is given OH, OMe, here at para position to ortho there is CHO. Here ortho position to OH group there is CHO, but here para position CHO. And in D option, if it is given OH, OMe and CHO, okay, meta to OH group. Okay, so what is the answer? Very important question. One factor is between OH and OMe. This is OH group, this is OH group, this is OMe methoxy group. Which is more orthopara directing between OH and OMe? The answer is OH group. Definitely OH is a good orthopara directing than OMe. So according to OH, the group which is more orthopara directing groups, the incoming electrophile will be attached according to that 2H group. This is ortho, this is para. Meta product it will not form. Okay, meta product it will not form. So two option we discard two option. This is meta position to OH, there is CHO. So this option, option D, incorrect. Cross that. So here look at this here. The OMe group just come to here and CHO at this position. How OMe will come to this position and CHO will be formed at this position? This is wrong. Okay, between A and C, what is the product? Means what is the answer? So this is ortho to OH group, CHO group attached to ortho to OH group, and here CHO group is attached to para to OH group. So in between two, what is the answer? Just think. So we may think the option is A, the answer is A, but the answer A option is wrong. The option C is correct. The ortho product here it will not form. Why? see here KOH, potassium hydroxide, but in Reimer-Tiemann reaction you are using sodium hydroxide. Here we are using potassium hydroxide here. So in particular this reaction, this is also Reimer-Tiemann reaction, but potassium hydroxide instead of sodium hydroxide we are using potassium hydroxide. So why? Between sodium and potassium, which is larger and bigger in size? Definitely potassium ion. Potassium is a larger size than sodium ion. Okay. So when the potassium ion in the first step it is forming what? One salt like structure O minus Na plus. We are using KOH, then it will form the intermediate structure like, look at here, intermediate structure like, okay, O minus and here OMe and here this side O minus K plus. Okay, instead KOH you are using Na plus will be replaced by K plus here, KOH we are using. So K plus, now this side if CHO will attach, you can see K plus as larger in size than Na plus. Okay, K plus larger in size than Na plus. So here the compound will not be stable. Okay, it will not be a compact structure, means potassium ion as big structure, it will bulk out from the stable structure, or due to steric hindrance, simply you can write because of potassium large size this ortho product will not form, so para product will form. Okay, answer is para product. So if suppose instead of KOH it is given NOH, then the answer will be the option A, that is ortho product. If KOH is used, then the answer is para product. Okay, understand? Okay, just note it down or take a screenshot. Okay, see you in the next class. Stay happy, stay healthy.